I feel like I don't give myself enough credit. And I know that sounds like kind of like blunt, but like I honestly do. Like um just I feel like I don't give myself enough credit because I'm always overthinking. I'm always in my head. I'm always just like in my own like realm where it's just complete like chaos. I'm always just like kind of stressed out, just overthinking about stuff that I really can't control, and it's sometimes it's overthinking about unnecessary like stuff. Like it just gets to the point where it's kind of just like, what am I doing? Overthinking is, I would say, my biggest confidence killer. And a person will see me, a girl will see me, she'll be like, "Oh, you look good," blah blah blah. I'll say, thank you, stuff like that. Just take the compliment. But then it's always like this thing, like in the back of my head, like, no, she's not. She's capping. She's not telling the truth, or stuff like that. What just makes me just not believe it. And that's like the biggest thing, because it's like I'm always like kind of like second guessing stuff, overthinking stuff, and it gets to the point where I don't necessarily believe anything, honestly. Like when it comes to stuff that I genuinely kind of like am insecure about, which again is kind of like, I would say my biggest insecurity is my looks. People tell me, "Oh, you're not ugly, you're not this." I don't feel like that's true. I feel like it's just like it's just bad. Like I be feeling like I'm just completely like unattractive. And I think, like, I was talking to my grandma one day, and she pretty much told me, she was like, "I wish you could see like this, like the kind of man you are, like, and how special you are." And that kind of just stuck with me, because I like talking to my grandma and everything like that. But I wish sometimes I wish I could see myself like in a third person type of view, like off of like a video game. And sometimes I don't see what people see in me that makes them just kind of gravitate towards me. I'm a caring, genuine dude. I'll say a lot of people would say the same thing, but I also am to myself a lot. Ever since I moved from Florida, it's kind of just been different. I haven't really I've met people that I'm really locked in with, but it's kind of just like I wouldn't say, I'm still kind of like feeling everything out. Like I'm very selective with who I talk to and who like I try to be cool with. I don't just like up and just talk to everybody, because you can't trust people, even friends. But I always try to keep this positive mindset where it's just like, at least just be open and nice to people, which I am. But a lot of the times, if you see me in person, you're not gonna see me talk a lot, because I'm just like, I'm social, but I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm an introvert, but like I kind of sometimes have those types of qualities. Like I'll just like kind of be by myself, especially since I've gotten to college. I'll kind of just be by myself. Sometimes, most of the time, in my dorm, listening to music, walking around by myself, working out, which is not a bad thing. I like to work out. I'm currently on like this weight loss journey, just working out and stuff. And I say it's going pretty good. I haven't necessarily been hungry. Like even right now, it's like 12 o'clock and I still haven't ate anything, but I've been drinking water. I just been feeling really less hungry. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm still homesick or anything, but another thing is I've never really been like that type of person to just be away from home like long periods of time, like especially like for something like college. So I've always, necessarily been around my family for a good chunk. Like it's never like, oh, I've been away from my family for 3 months. It's like been like a week or two, like max. And I would always, come back. But now that I've gotten to college, it's just like I miss my family. I miss being home. And I know you'll never really get anything from being in your comfort zone, which is something that I'm still trying to work on. But I feel like um it just gets hard, and life is hard, but I'm trying my best to maintain while I'm in college, and it kind of takes a toll on me sometimes. Like yesterday, no, not yesterday, a couple of days ago, I had an anxiety attack because I tried to go to a phone party and be social when I kind of knew, like, in the back of my head, like, I can't do that yet. And I've never really been a partier. I've never willingly just been like, oh, let's just, I'm gonna go to this party, I'm gonna go get lit. I'll probably say if I go to a party, which I'm not going to one anytime soon after that, I'm one of those people that'll just, kind of stand in the corner. And that's, I don't know how to explain it. That's not a very good way to, go party. I'm one of those people, like, if I want to really, really celebrate something, I want to go get food. I don't really like to smoke. I don't like to drink. It's like, it's not me. And, I really, like, enjoy to eat food, but obviously you can't just eat all the time. So usually I try to work out. I try to just, do things that I like to do, play the game. But lately I haven't been wanting to play the game. I don't know. I am on YouTube a lot. Like, that's like the main, like, social platform that I'm on a lot. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of Corey Kenshin, AMP, Phantom, Kai Duke Dennis, stuff like that. But, all of that, like, it makes me feel good, because, like, when I watch them, I see them that they're just being themselves, like, and they're pretty much just having fun. And I like to have fun too. Like, I'm not a complete, like, introvert. Like I said, I feel like I have introvert qualities sometimes. And it's not like I don't want to talk to people. I do. But it just gets hard because of anxiety. Like, I'm gonna just say I'm like stuck in a genjutsu. Like, I'm just like, I can't go nowhere. I'm stuck in a genjutsu, and I can't get out. And, like, until I can, like, break that cycle, break that genjutsu, it's just like, what do I do? Where do I go? Like, I'm just, like, taking it day by day, step by step. And sometimes I know that I need to just know my limits and not just go full on, just, oh, I'm gonna go party. I can't do that. And now that I've, like, kind of like found out that I can't just like, just be like, oh, I'm gonna tough it out. I can't just always do that, especially when it comes to mental health, because some things you gotta talk about. You can't just, like, keep it in. And I think that was probably one of my biggest problems, like, a couple years ago. I would just keep things in, and then out of nowhere, I would kind of have, like, these outbursts. And it was just getting so bad to the point where my mom was like, you need to go talk to a therapist, stuff like this. And I'm on, like, medicine for it, and, like, for, like, my, like, depression, bipolar, and this stuff like that. And it's kind of like it works, it helps, but it doesn't, if you know what I mean. Like if you get like if you take any like medicines for these types of things, like you kind of understand what I'm saying. It works, but then it doesn't. Like some days I'll just feel like, okay, I'm not necessarily normal, but I feel okay, and I'll just talk to people. And then another days it just be like it's just one of those days. And I tried to have as less as those as possible, because I always try to, stay on my path of just losing weight and just, getting on like my grind, trying to figure out my purpose. And I think like it just gets to a point where it's kind of just like, okay, I know what I need to do. I need to just go aim for that. But then in the weight of getting that is me trying to be social. Look, I get it. I try to talk to people, but I feel like that also, if I'm being honest with myself, that also knocks me off of my, grind. It'll just like kind of like make my focus shift. Like I'll be like focused, locked in, and I try to be social, and it just like shifts my focus a little bit to like this like different type of thing. And I'm saying, I'm not trying to say, oh, I need to just not be social at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I need to, figure out my limits in which I can do both, but not have one over the other, and still, get on my grind and make my life what I want it to be. I'm still in college, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm really not necessarily like feeling it. I would probably say that's because of my overthinking and my anxiety problems. And sometimes it'll be times where I really like I want to be left alone and just kind of be by myself, but in my heart I don't. Like it's so weird. Like I want to be left alone, but then again I want somebody to talk to. And then it's just like it's like this, like I said, it's like I'm in a genjutsu and I'm trying to progress forward to break the genjutsu. So I kind of just got on here to kind of like vent, but like it's just like I don't know. I'm probably gonna do more of these, because I kind of it's just gonna be unedited raw footage, so you're not really gonna see any edits. This is just me talking to the camera. Other than that, college is cool. Like there's cool people. Obviously you can't hang around everybody you see, because not everybody's meant to click with you, stuff like that. But I mean, it's cool. But another thing is just the schoolwork. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like I'll say I'm smart. I do my work, but I'm also a procrastinator. And I'll like put off my work till like at the last minute, do stuff last minute. That's like the biggest problem that I need to fix. And that's another thing, like with YouTube, I need to stop procrastinating and just do it. And I think the biggest thing because of me just not doing it is because I'm afraid of being judged and, embarrassed, stuff like that. And that goes back to my overthinking, because one day, I'll just be like, hey, I'm gonna just record, forget it, who cares what anybody says. And the next minute is like, oh, what if they say this certain thing? What if they just say, oh, you're not making no subscribers off of this stuff? And I know none of that really matters right now. I just got to put out content, but it's just I get stuck in my head, and I need to fix that, which I'm currently working on and trying to better myself as I'm in college. I mean, I'm only 19, but I told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna do everything I can to make a better life for our family. And I told her that, and I meant that. That's what I'm gonna do. But you know, sometimes it just gets hard. Like the path is never like just like straight. It's just like it's twists and turns and everything, like, and all of that stuff. And it kind of gets hard to stay on track and know like the finish line. You know what I mean? And I guess that's what's the biggest thing, is another one of my problems, is I'm always trying to focus on the future. And I can't really do that because I don't know what's going to happen. I get so caught up in what I'm doing today is going to affect my future. So I just try to do all I can, and I can't, like, I can't just do all I can. Because it's for the future. I'm not supposed to know what's going to happen in the future. And I think that's one of the things I kind of get stuck on, is just what's going to happen. I need to do this so I can live like this. I want to do this so I can buy whatever I want. I need to do this so I can just live comfortably. And I'll say, like, my mindset is kind of like trying to rush it, but I'm not. I mean, I'm a religious person. I believe in Jesus Christ. You know, I pray and stuff like that, and I have like affirmations that I say to myself like most mornings. And I need to stop like just doing it most mornings. I need to do it every day, because who's gonna believe it if you don't? And I try to, you know, just be myself, but like sometimes I'm kind of scared to be myself, and that obviously it all just goes back to me having anxiety and overthinking. Like, I'm scared to be myself. Like I said, I'm trapped in a genjutsu, and I really don't know like how to get out. And originally I wasn't gonna do this video, but I kind of just decided, you know, fuck it, why not? Just do it. But now that I'm sitting here talking, I feel like, I feel better. I feel like I can actually, you know, do this. Because before, I would always kind of like change my channel around to just not be like, you know, like real life content, because I didn't want people to see me. And I guess that goes back to like confidence. But I mean, over the years I have came a long way, so I gotta start giving myself credit for what I have achieved and what I have, you know, accomplished, and where I'm at right now. And I seen this video on Instagram, an Instagram reel, and he was like, he was just pretty much telling people, you got to start giving yourself more credit for what you have done rather than what you want and what you think you need to do. You've already came so far, so just be thankful and grateful for what you have done rather than what you still need or want to do. And that kind of stuck with me, because like I'm always kind of like beating myself up, you know, oh, I need to do this better, I need to get like this, I need to do this. And I never really give myself credit for what I have done and what I have achieved. And I kind of feel like that's another big problem for me, because I don't see, like, I don't know how to explain it. I beat myself up over stuff that I want to happen, like, not immediately, but that I want to really happen in my life so I can be stable. And I kind of like overlooked that because of like, I'm over here. I'll probably say it's because I'm kind of trying to like compare myself to people, which is never good. And I'll be like, oh, I need to get like this, I need to do this. But then in the end, I'm me. I can't change who I am to be like somebody else because I want this. If anybody's gonna, you know, mess with my YouTube channel, it's gonna be because of me and how I am, not because I'm like this person or like the next person. And I kind of get stuck on like that comparing thing. And sometimes, you know, I just be like, I need to take a break from social media. So right now I kind of just, I deleted Snapchat, Instagram. I'm barely on Instagram. So if anything, I'm watching TikTok to like get motivation, stuff like that. You know, I watch TikTok to watch funny videos, but I like to try to laugh a lot. You know, I feel like it's good for your soul. So I try to have a smile on my face when I'm watching TikTok, because there's a lot of funny videos on there, and it just, I know right now I can't control everything that goes on, but I can control what I can do. Like what I do today, I can kind of control, and the choices that I make, I can, you know, control that to a certain extent. I just gotta be better, but take things slow. And I think it's gonna take a while. It's not gonna be easy, but I'm trying to maintain and just take everything slow. So I really appreciate you guys for watching.
Too much, nigga, life still been immaculate. I'm smoking too much, I hope that shit don't be a bad habit. I don't know you, who the fuck that nigga, he really a random. Lil' Ag Glock looking like Lil' Josh, put lens on a Magnum. Damn.